Hi guys! So I'm here today with another brand breakdown, and this time I'm going to go through my L'Oreal collection. And everything on my face is L'Oreal today. So the foundation I have on is their True Match Magic Lumi. It's a healthy luminous makeup, and my shade, or the closest shade to me, is Porcelain in the W1 to 2 range. I do think that this leans just a slight bit orange on me. Let me take a look here because I want to see. So it's looking alright right now, but I do find that this can oxidize on me and turn a little bit orange. So I shy away from using this a lot. But I do think it's a really nice option if you can find a color match that works for you, because it does have the pump and it's just a really nice, easy to blend foundation. The concealer that I have on is the Visible Lift CCI concealer, and this is a rollerball concealer that you just roll right on, and it's very thin. The coverage isn't incredible, but I do use this sometimes as my only under eye concealer just because it's so easy, because I just roll it on and then you can either press it out with your fingers. Sometimes I use a small stippling brush or a sponge, but I do find that it brightens not only just under the eyes, but it can be sort of a highlighter like for this whole area, and it wears well. So I think this is a great option for a really fast concealer. I don't have any blushes or face powders currently from L'Oreal, but the other face product would be the L'Oreal Ideal Clean wipes. These are $5.49 at Rite Aid, and they're often buy one get one 50% off. So whenever I see them on special, I get them. They're just really great wipes. They have a good amount of liquid to them. They're pretty good at removing makeup. I wouldn't say they're the best with waterproof eye makeup, but everything else they'll take off really well. And I like to use these as an extra step if I'm wearing a lot of makeup. These are just really great. I have two nail polishes from L'Oreal. I got both of these at Lot Less for $1.99. So I don't think these are part of their permanent line of nail polish. One is called Lacquerized, and that's the color I have on right now. And the other is Mint Glacé, which is this really, really creamy light mint color. Unfortunately, this I found to be a little bit streaky, but this color is amazing, and it's a really thin formula, but it's quite opaque. In 2 coats, this is smooth, opaque, it's not thick, and it wears really well and dries fast. So I think this is a great formula for drugstore nail polish. The one thing I would say is I've tried some of the top coats, like I tried a holographic top coat from them and a glitter top coat, and those were not great. They were a little bit too thick. The base gel that was holding the glitter was too thick, and there wasn't a lot of glitter, so it just got really gunky and sticky, and I had to apply a lot of product to get the glitter that I wanted. So I wouldn't recommend them for top coats or glitters, but for these cream colors, I think this is a great drugstore formula. For eyeshadow, I used to have a L'Oreal Color Riche Quad, but it wasn't great quality, so I ended up getting rid of that. And so at this point, the only L'Oreal eyeshadows I have are these Infallibles. The colors I have are Iced Latte and Burst Into Bloom. And this is the only eyeshadow I have on today, are these 2 shadows. I like these Infallibles. The biggest drawback for me is that they don't work very well with a brush. They work better with your fingers, and I just don't like applying things to my eye area with my fingers. And let me show you, because these are a unique formula for the drugstore, because they have this little stopper in here, because what they are is essentially a pigment that's been loosely pressed into the pan. So you keep the stopper in there to keep the product, And then because it's just a pigment, you can get a really intense effect. Let me swatch both of these for you. So these are the two colors of these that I have. This is Burst Into Bloom and Ice Latte. And they're beautiful. They're really, really beautiful. I think these are worth looking into at the drugstore. And these are about $7 each. I have 3 types of eyeliners. The first is the Extra Intense Liquid Pencil Eyeliner. This is in the color purple, and I don't know if this is always available, but this is just a really soft gel formula. It reminds me of the Too Faced liners that are like this because it has the smudger on one end, and then it's just a really soft gel type formula. The smudger I don't really use. I think that it just kind of creates a mess. Like it kind of picks up product and then redistributes it. It's like a rubbery kind of consistency that kind of pulls and drags. So I don't love the smudger side of this, but the liner itself is really pretty, and I have it on my upper waterline today. Then I have one of the Silkissime liners, which are one of a newer formulation. This is in the shade, it's just called Highlighter, and I have this on my inner corner and my lower lash line today. I think it's really, really pretty. It's very smooth and a similar color to the Iced Latte, although a little bit pinker. And I think these Silkissime liners are a great deal. They remind me of the Urban Decay 24/7 liners, but these are about $8 versus the Urban Decay, which are $18. And then I have one black liner. This is called this isn't that old, but all of the text has sort of rubbed off of the packaging, but this is called the Black Buster liner, and it's a really thick felt tip liner. I used it on my top lashes today, and it's nice. I mean, it's very black, and the shape of the tip means that you can get a pretty thin line or a very thick line. I would say it's almost too thick. Like I feel like I kind of lose control and end up making the line thicker and thicker and thicker to try to even it out, and so it's not the easiest thing in the world to use, but I'm also not the best at any kind of liquid felt tip type liner. It's not the kind that I use the most, so this may be easier to use if you're just better at it than I am. The mascara that I have on today and really enjoy is the Voluminous Miss Manga. This has a kind of spiny brush. Let me show you. And I like this. It deposits a lot of product. It's very lengthening and separating. It definitely gives more of a clumpy look. It's not a natural look at all. I have a pretty light application of it on today. But I love this. I think it's a really good mascara. I've also tried the Voluminous Carbon Black. That's a really nice one, but it doesn't give me as much length as I like. This I find to be very lengthening and can be built up to very high impact. And I have this in Black is Black, and then I recently picked up the Extra Black. So we'll see. This is the Black Angel edition. But yeah, I'm a fan of this. And then I have one lip product from L'Oreal. This is a color Riche Le Glace. This is in the color The Queen's Shine, and this was a limited edition for the Project Runway L'Oreal line. I'm wearing it right now. Let me put a little more on. But I like this formula. It's not sticky. There's a swatch right there. This color is sort of strange because it looks so deep in the tube, but it really just shears out to like a pretty light pink color. But I think these are great. They create a very full effect on the lips. They're not sticky. They have a slight vanilla flavor to them, but it's not too intense. And they last for a long time. So this is a good lip gloss formula. So overall, pretty positive feelings about most of the items that I have from L'Oreal. The ones I would say that would be my top picks are the Silkissime liners or the Miss Manga mascara. These are the two sort of most unique to the drugstore high impact products, and that is a breakdown of my whole L'Oreal collection. So hopefully that gives you some ideas of things you may want to try or not try from the L'Oreal brand next time you're at the drugstore. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will talk to you soon. Bye guys!